Alright guys, so welcome back to another reaction video of, the man himself, Russ Cook, the hardest geezer, episode 2 of him running the whole length of New Zealand. So let's just get into it.
Stranded without supplies.
Walked myself into a spot.
The toughest terrain in the mission so far.
Stacked it.
I literally just got off
Stretched to
work.
their limits.
We need to make a decision. I'd like to have a helicopter flying in.
I'm running the length of New Zealand, from the southern tip to the very top. This challenge is already pushing harder than expected, and with thousands of kilometres still to go, this is just the beginning.
What a man, day 3.
Oh, these cheese rolls, man. Actually fire.
It's like drippy, garlicky, herby cheese. Crunchy outside of the bread, soft inside.
Good.
Absolutely sensational.
Oh, and it's Russ's
Upright.
birthday.
Oh, yeah. I'm 28. Mother Nature's catching up with me. But yeah, happy birthday to me.
28, I'm 23, he's
this morning than I
28.
did yesterday morning.
I can hardly run
So I
a
think
marathon itself.
it's a good sign that my body is like coming to. She's going, oh, all right, we're back on this again, yeah. Right,
28 today.
let's do it.
Enjoy.
Day 3 and my body is still having a tough time out here, but spirits remain high. I'm starting to feel that the adjustments will come, but I'm just proper unsure how long it will take. The terrain was slow, and I was starting to get more of a taste for what Project New Zealand was going to be about. Woo! Choppy out there. I feel like my legs been
He's just in the middle of a field.
Tickles I've been scraping along. It's tough, like it's hard going physically, but it's fun.
Good views?
He's just in the middle of a field and just,
like coming
that's
down
incredible.
I was like, I don't think I've ever seen anything.
I wonder
like
how,
this,
like,
you know?
I wonder
If I
how
can't
long it
enjoy
took him
then
to,
what's
like,
even the point of doing this stuff anymore?
get this
I'm
route.
just gonna enjoy it, man.
Sounds good.
Yeah. God, it's gonna get tasty if I have to one-on-one this geezer. Come on, big boy, move out of the way. Oh, I don't know, he's eyeing me up, you know. Wait! That's it.
Yeah, but I would
First scrap
never.
of the infamously dangerous New
I
Zealand
don't know.
wild
I feel like
swerve,
cows.
and I'm
You
back
can't
on trail for the final
underestimate
push
a
of the
cow.
day. 28 kilometres in the bread bin, a pathetically short day by normal standards, but much needed rest before my toughest challenge of the project so far. Day 3, much more positive than yesterday. Incredible what 8 hours of sleep can do, innit? A bit of sun, oh yeah, power. Tomorrow's the big test, to be fair. 65s, huge amount of work. We're going straight up that big boy. So just gotta get mean about it tomorrow, get a little bit nasty with it. Double spicy vindaloo, yeah.
It's Vindaloo time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, early start, late finish tomorrow then.
Yeah, big day.
So I'm trying to get myself off to bed early doors tonight and give myself the best chance. What's interesting about this as well is like it's actually binary because there's no get out of jail free card or get out of jail early card. I either do the whole thing and meet you boys at the end or I don't. So I really got to pull through.
Yeah.
What is that noise?
Did you hear that? I think that was
Oh.
Russ's hamstring.
119.
Get through this today, Russ. You can get through anything.
km.
Exactly that, brother. We're gonna power through.
You got some mad elevation today, mate. 200 to 400, back down to 200, to 600, back down to 400, up to 1,000, back down to 500, 600, 500, 600, 500.
No.
Love it.
How are you feeling out of 10 at the start of this?
Like a 3.
Really? Wow.
Ah, that's alright.
That doesn't give you much breathing room. Like,
Nah,
just
it's
'cause
gonna
you can
be-
only go down to a 2.
It's definitely a pinch today. Yes.
He's ready.
It's a nice little pack.
Right, see you in
It
65.
just looks comfortable.
See you later, go well, son.
And the day had arrived. 65 kilometres through New Zealand's southern Alps. Me and the boys had to split up today because I was on hiking trails that didn't connect to roads that our Donna could go down. Standing in the way of me and my bed tonight was a fat mountain range, forests, rivers, bog, and bushwhacking galore. There was only one way out, and it was through.
See, this is where poles are just very, very handy. You can just test out the ground before you kind of put your foot there and make sure it's solid. Lovely, lovely.
That water
Oh,
looks
it's so
cold.
cold.
It just looks cold.
Unbelievable. Come on. Oh, fantastic. Oh yeah, sensational. Right, that camp is about.
Guys, comment down below. Do you guys like
thirsty? Didn't pack enough
cold water or warm
Plan
water?
was to pack light with only emergency
personally
supplies
like
with the
cold
intention
water.
of blitzing through as quickly as possible. But truth be told, things were moving far slower than I was hoping for. Meanwhile, speed wasn't on the day's agenda for the boys.
This is mad.
Wow.
Look at that lake. That's a lake.
Oh, he's done well.
Right.
just got to run in and do it. Get in! Just jump in!
I've hesitated.
Come on!
Oh.
Back on the trail, and the
And
race
then
to
you
make
got
it to
Russ
bed
running.
tonight was heating up. For the first time today, doubt was starting to set in.
You can see that 9 kilometres / 5 hours for both huts. I think that gives you a bit more of an idea of like what I'm actually trying to deal with here. Like obviously I came into this a bit naive thinking, oh, I can run all over this trail, no prob. But I think that's probably my inexperience of trail running speaking a bit more really there. Like, clearly haven't done enough of it. But we're going to power through, going to get it done. I'm going to take a quick break. I believe there is a campsite just there. Oh no, oh no. The campsite's just a toilet. I've run out of water. I'm thirsty, bruv.
Dang.
Kilometres were ticking by slowly, and I needed an uptick in fortunes in order to regain some ground.
He messaged me at 3:30. He'd just done 29k.
And it's 5:30 now.
Now, yeah, and he started at about 10 o'clock.
So Russ had been on the road for 5 hours and he still hadn't got to the halfway point.
Yep.
So we're thinking that it could potentially be an into the night sort
think
of
it will.
situation.
I think it's guaranteed, yeah.
It's tasty. And the terrain is unforgiving, sharp, scrambly, climby.
Like all that
And you can
mountain
see here,
stuff.
he's probably just over halfway now. Little green arrows him.
We're the purple.
Yeah, a long old night for him.
It was looking choppy for me on the trail. I was now moving at only 2 kilometres an hour whilst wading through deep bush on the edge of this mountain. I'd never experienced anything like this before, and I was now forced to contemplate the possibility I was actually going to have to find a bed tonight somewhere in this forest.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good on you. Doing
Yeah,
karaoke.
Yeah, I heard it's good, eh? Yeah.
I have the broom.
Nice. Oh, it's alright in here.
But nothing. You have nothing with you.
No, I have a team.
You have a team?
Yeah.
Where was that?
Oh, they're like another 30k away.
My 2 options at this point were to stay in this hut for the night and get back on the move tomorrow, or get back out there now and make a dash for Aparima Hut.
I don't know.
Met some girls in the hut. Took them all day to do the next 13k. They think that doing the next 22 kilometres after might be too dicey in the dark. But is there any way of getting supplies to the hut 13k away? If not, I'll just have to firm it.
And what did you say back?
So if you get to Aparima Hut, you can stay there. Doubt we can get supplies up. It's going to also be too dicey for us. Let me know what you think, mate. Am I correct that you're in Lower White Racky Hut at the moment?
He hasn't replied.
That's not good.
It hasn't moved for 26 minutes.
And
So we
like,
think he
where-
might
is
be
that,
in the
is
hut.
that in a hut?
Yeah,
Is that the second hut or the first hut?
The first time.
first hut.
He's lost 26 minutes of light. So like every minute that he spends there.
Yeah, he's losing light, 100%.
My body was hurting. I was thirsty, hungry, and absolutely shattered, but I decided to keep pushing. I used the tracker to try and let the boys know that even though light was fading, I was convinced I could make it through to the next hut 13 kilometres away.
So the tracker every 5 minutes will update when he's moving. When he's not moving, it won't ping. And it hasn't pinged for an hour now. 3 possible options. He's at the hut and the tracker's just not pinging because he's come back on himself. He's injured himself, but we would like to think he would have contacted us on the inReach. Or he's injured himself and he's not conscious.
The hut's here.
Yeah,
The hut's there. And because the tracker hasn't moved in a couple hours, we assume Russ is still there.
We don't know if it moves, but if it's moved back on itself, it should update Russ's position to be here.
Yeah.
Obviously we're thinking worst case. You know, but most likely he's fine.
Yeah.
And this will be a big kick up the ass. You know, you need to get on pens more, because if not, you're so rural that we have to make these decisions.
Yeah. It's not ideal.
Why would he be a couple hundred meters away from the hut?
And why wouldn't he message back? Well, the emergency protocol is getting a rescue team out there, which I think if we don't hear from them, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to request.
Yeah.
you know, we need to make a decision ASAP, really.
Meanwhile, I was doing everything I could to get to the Aparima hut. I was now over 50 kilometres in with close to 3,000 metres of elevation gain today. I'd been on the trail for over 11 hours and was properly exhausted.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm sure this is safe, but it feels pretty sketchy.
Bro, no way. You can't even see anything.
What did he say? What did he say?
My suggestion would be possible when you make it to the next hut with have head torch and power bank, and we hammer this last 22k in the dark.
Where is he now?
He's going to the next hut.
So it's 22 Ks. I've got to get to the hut, then turn around and...
I mean, I've climbed up 5,000
Mate.
yeah, I don't know what I've done though.
I'm not saying to this, whether you or me. I don't care who, if it could be about whatever experience you have. That's ridiculous going up in that dark on a trail, which none of us has done. The GPX is like hard to navigate. I think it's stupid. There's no point in trying to hammer it home. There's 2.5 more months to do with this. I'm not questioning anything to do with ability. I think we need to tell him, mate, you need to go and rest at this hut. I'm making this decision. Do you not just realise where we just were for a second?
No, I do.
Right, let's tell him to get to this hut and rest. We're just about to have a helicopter flying in. Do you know what I mean?
Navigating during the
Hey,
day
he's
was
trying-
hard enough, and in the dark was proving a different ball game altogether.
He's trying
I
to
knew
go.
The best option now was to settle down in the hut for the night with my emergency supplies.
Sorry. Lads, are you all asleep? Really sorry to wake you up. Just walked myself into a spot of bother. I was going to dash another 22k to this next hut, but I can't make it. And I ain't got any sleeping stuff with me.
Oh, you're the redhead guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. So, mate, really sorry. Have you got anything warm that I can just huddle up in for like a couple hours before it gets light?
Yeah. Do you want my lining?
Yeah, man, if that's alright, like, bro, you're an absolute hero.
Dude, what a legend.
As I rolled up in my full blanket and borrowed sleeping bag liner, I reflected on a humbling day on the trail. It was foolish of me to end up in this situation, but definitely a lesson learned. A massive thank you to Justin for helping me out in a pinch. The outdoor community having each other's backs in these situations goes a long way. We go again tomorrow.
Feeling better?
Yes, but mate, like that was so stressful. I now don't envy those boys who done the Africa trip. Like having stuff like that happen every day, horrific. And I think if anything, it's a learning curve for the future. When he goes on these treks by himself, comms might not be there for a couple hours because he's in dense forest. So that's a good thing that we know that. And obviously it's amazing that we know it's okay. But we definitely need some beers now.
12 hours since the crew last heard.
Morning after the whole fiasco last night, the situation has kind of developed. So his like little satellite messenger has died, which means we no longer have a live location of his whereabouts, and his phone has died. So even if he had signal, he wouldn't be able to contact. He does still have his watch, which is basically directing him to the pickup point, which is where we're currently based. The plan is to send
this fella here
onto the trail to go and hopefully bump into Russ. As he's coming down, TJ will be coming up.
That was a bit of a choppy one last night. We just made some miscalculations with some of the sections that had to be rerouted, and then how muddy the track is.
Dang.
We're always doing this, which just adds kilometres onto the journey. So to get to where I was supposed to get last night is another 22 kilometres from here. I'm going to set off now. I'm so sunburned. Look at my fists. Yeah, I don't know if you can really tell. My fists, I'm so ginger, man. Pain. But yeah, we're going to set off now. The only thing is I haven't been able to send any comms to the boys since before I finished last night because everything's dead. Hopefully they're at the meeting spot waiting. I've kept them waiting an awfully long time. What an adventure, but I need to get going. So I'll see you out there.
I've bandaged my hands up because they're so sunburnt and I don't have any sun cream. Okay.
Dang.
As I set off in the morning, I was clucking to get back to the team, but any hopes that the trail might lighten up on me today were short-lived. Luckily, company was on its way.
Cool, I'm off. Time to lock in and try and find the ginger man, and also try and navigate this trail because it's pretty tricky already. I'm looking out for these, like navigation.
Right, we're back in it. Taking a quick little pit stop. I'm also proper sunburned as well. You would have thought that if there's anything I've learned about being outdoors, it's that I need to put factor 50 on relentlessly. But for some reason, I always need to get slapped about a bit first before I remember that. And it's happened again.
That's
Time to grow
crazy.
up, I reckon.
Like, yeah, running Africa, you should have learned.
Crazy out here. Slow moving, vertical
100% should have
roots
learned.
upwards, and then you'll hit a flat section which is runnable but techie as. It is, however, absolutely stunning.
Look at that view.
Oh yeah, that's good. Get them knees dipped in. Oh, sensational. 1 foot in front of the other, head in the game, locked and loaded.
Ones and
And then
twos.
finally.
Yeah, I'm good, man. You? How was that? Mate, I'm real, to be fair.
Yeah? What?
So good. Absolutely off his head, but he's so good.
Do you need anything? I've got water, food.
Nah, I'm alright.
You sweet as?
Yeah. Is that thing a lifesaver?
Oh, mate. So good.
Yeah.
I'd have been in pretty rough shape without this right now.
Yeah.
Top survival tip, if you're ginger in the sun, bring factor 50. If you don't do that, bring some foil and cover up that skin good because you're gonna get absolutely, look at that salmon pink out here, boy.
Damn.
After 24 hours in the mountains, the link up with Toby was unreal. We smashed through the last section of the trail and the end was finally in sight.
Oh, stacked it. Good. Just press record as well, unreal. Oh. There she is.
There she is, mate.
Way! We made it! Sorry boys, I'm a little bit late. Lovely, lovely.
Wow. You've got a lot of talking to do, pal.
Dang.
What is going on here?
Oh, it's because my hands are so sunburnt.
Oh,
I was
mate.
trying to block my hands from getting more sunburnt.
You good?
Yeah, I'm sweet.
Good.
Mad little 24 hours, that.
Well done, Tobe.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, how good is it to see you?
Good, right?
I'm sure Toby's told you.
I knew you lot would be like pooing it as well. Because when everything died, I was like, oh no. These boys are going to be going through it now. Nah, truth be told, I've actually had loads of fun.
Have you? Yeah.
It's actually been really fun. It's just been really slow, man. Like the trail's just really tricky.
It's humbling.
Yeah, definitely. Like I done 50k yesterday, but it took me like over 11 hours. Reunited with the boys and back in the
11
comfort of
hours,
Aldona.
dude.
There was definitely lessons to be
50K,
learned from this one.
marathon,
Most
almost.
notably, don't assume you can blitz through a 65-kilometre mountain trail like it's a smooth slab of tarmac. But fortunately, we made it out the other side and the boys handled a dicey situation really well. Time to rest up.
Day 6.
We got a rest day today. I didn't know what that was before, but I just got told it's a day where you don't do any running. Crazy, never heard of it. But here we are, we're in Milford Sound. One of the amazing parts of this project is obviously we've partnered with 100% Pure New Zealand and they're showing us around the country, showing us some of the most amazing things to see whilst we're here, and this is one of them. It's called Milford Sound. We're going to get on one of these boats, check out the scene.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're out at sea, boys. It kind of doesn't even look real, it looks like a Windows screensaver. You ever seen
A window screens.
Nah.
Oh, shit.
Milford Sound, one of the most iconic spots in New Zealand, and for good reason. It's not actually a sound at all. It's a fjord, carved out by glaciers over millions of years. This place gets over 6,000 millimetres of rain a year, which makes it one of the wettest places on Earth. But that's what feeds the waterfalls, and when it rains here, it's like the cliffs start crying from every direction. Unreal. I've seen a lot of wild places over the years, but Milford's up there. It's got that ancient, moody, cinematic vibe, like nature's showing off a bit. We didn't stay long, just enough to soak it in, spin the legs, and stare at it like tourists. But I'd come back in a heartbeat.
Dang, that actually looks amazing. Yo, I need to go to New Zealand. Yo, what a show. Well, Russ Cook done it again. He done it again. Like, just amazing that he done it again. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that. hopefully he'll upload something within the week. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember, guys, we are at 187 subscribers, so just a few more away to 200, which is absolutely amazing. Remember the end of the year goal, 1 million subscribers. So just hit that subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below to see what you guys want me to do. And yeah, it's Steven, and I'll see you guys in my next video.